My name is Freddy Negrete. I'm a tattoo artist and I work at the world famous Shamrock Tattoo. When I was a kid, I grew up in a Chicano barrio, and when I was about 12 years old, I was in juvenile hall, running away, getting in trouble. I was in a cell, waiting to go home, and this older gang kid came in, and he had tattoos all over, and I was just obsessed with them, and I was like asking him how to do it and everything, and he goes, "Girls mascara works, So I got out that day and I got my sister's mascara. I did my first little tattoo right here. I also, soon after, joined the gang until eventually I went to prison myself. But that's how I started. There was a program called Tamarack program, and it was awesome. It was in this old 100-year-old building. In fact, it's a haunted castle. Yeah, it was on ghost hunters and stuff.
My name is Zach Bagan. These are the two juveniles that were trying to escape.
The way they dealt with things, was if you guys just don't kill each other and don't riot, don't race riot, we'll let you tattoo. They helped us and they let us tattoo on each other. That's really how I got good at it. And those guards, they loved my tattooing. Some of them even let me tattoo on them. They wrote this thing saying they never saw a kid reform so well. He's such a great artist. They didn't say nothing about the tattooing, but we're certain that he'll make it. And they gave me that time card and I got out a year early. I don't know how things would have played out if I didn't go through that situation, Pretty much all started with the Chicano culture, revolutionary type things, the girl with the big charra, religious things, Jesus and Mary, we're all Catholic. Guys in prison, are so creative, they take what they have and make incredible things out of it, and since we didn't have any color, we created this photorealism with just the black ink by watering it down, making it gray, evaporating it, making it darker, so you can get different tones of black. That's why it's called black and gray. So I would do speed a lot, and mix heroin with it. And I would just, get it all into my tattoos. And I thought I was doing something great, but I was just tripping. So I found that being sober and doing the meditation and all that gave me a new focus for my art. And I feel like I've become a better artist, In prison, or quite possibly dead, in addition to being hardcore gangster and everything, I was an armed robber. I took what I wanted, at gunpoint. And, there's no future in that. I'm such a nice guy now, and everybody always says that, but, I really went bad, and I was not a nice guy, and tattooing just completely transformed me. I'm thankful for that, that if it wasn't for tattooing, I probably wouldn't be alive, but I'd most definitely be in prison. I think if you're a mathematician, you might be able to figure it out. 2 tattoos, maybe some days you might do 4 or 5, 6 days a week, so I started tattooing professional 1977. How many years is that now? 40 years? 40s. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Back in the day, I did all Bobby Brown, Left Eye, and Brandy, and Monica, and all the rappers, Boys and Men, Jodeci, Boy George, I can go on and on and on, like Marilyn Manson. This girl, she came in and said that she wanted to make an appointment to get a tattoo, but if I would do it inside her butt. So when she comes in for her appointment, she brought her boyfriend, you know. Anyways, so I start to do the tattoo, and he's like some weird fiend holding her butt open. He's like, and I'm doing the tattoo, and she's like, oh, I got a fart. And I was like, well, she goes, should I go over there? And she runs in the middle of the shop naked and farts, and other people are working. Everybody's like, okay, you know. But the whole time I was tattooing her, she wanted to fart on me, you know. And I was like, no. And then he was like, her farts smell like flowers. I go, then you get back here and let her fart on you, dude. You know what I mean? Anyways, so she got a few farts out, and her tattoo came out good. There was a tattoo that I did in 1979. This full back of Virgin Mary, and I put colored roses on the background of her. And that's the tattoo that was the one that got me Tattoo Artist of the Year. Probably the first attempt of somebody doing color realism. Oh my God! I'm all for, you know, legalizing weed and everything. I hated the fact that people were going to prison, you know, over it. And then when you go to prison, what happens? You get hardcore. You know, I do the CBD, you know, I do that oil, you know, I find it gives me energy, and, you know, so there's so many benefits that can come from it, you know. And I think anybody that's in prison should be released. For weed, you know, they're actually doing a service. They should be rewarded. I think now, even though I've suffered the worst tragedy that you can, and you know, in life, both my sons passed away, and that's been a crazy challenge. You know what I mean? It's hard to even describe, but I kind of live my life, you know, on two planes. You know, like on the one hand, I'm constantly thinking about my sons, and I get sad, and I feel pain. You know. On the other hand, I continue with my life and experience joy and try to have success. It happens a lot, you know, people's lives are ruined from these things, you know. So it's a challenge, you know, but I've found a way to, you know, to exist with on both those planes. Is always try to be better, do better, be a better person, you know, whatever it is you do. And maybe you won't be the best, but you will be the best that you can be, you know. You know, that's the challenge as an artist. I think if you ever feel like you've arrived and there you are and you're great and this and that, then you're never gonna get any better. You know what I mean? And we can always get better and always find a better way of doing things and always be teachable. An original means to me somebody that has added some kind of original influence to something. No, tattooing didn't start with me, but I helped add to it by taking something I had knowledge of and presenting it. In my case, it became black and gray style of tattooing. Something new that makes a change.